My name is Joe Tallhelm, and I'm a sixth grade math teacher here in Indiana. And the reason why I became a teacher is because I just really enjoyed working with kids, and I felt like I had this natural ability that I enjoyed being around them, and for some reason they had a connection to whatever I was teaching or doing in the classroom or outside of the classroom as well with coaching. And I teach because I think it's a way to give back to kids that maybe don't get to see what a positive role model might look like in their environment, and I feel like that's something that I can bring each and every day to them. Also, with being in a school for 8 hours a day, I can remember as a student that we were in the school for so long, and maybe those days where I can see the teachers are some of them might be bogged down by something. There was always that one teacher that had the energy and the enthusiasm that kind of made you want to come back the next day. And I felt like that was something that I could do if I got into the teaching world, that I could try to bring, just if it wasn't just one student that was affected by it, but if a whole classroom was affected by it, the ripple effects that could have throughout their day or throughout their week. And if I made their year, then that's just icing on the cake. I really got into teaching though because I was influenced by other male educators when I was a student. I played a lot of sports, and so I had a lot of coaches that along the way they were my teachers as well. And the balance that they could do of be fun and motivating in the classroom, but also do that same way in the coaching aspect, I just thought was really awesome. And it was a challenge that I wanted to take on, and something that I felt like if you put the passion that you got into teaching with, that it just carries over to anything that you do in life. One big impact that I know that teaching has on kids is that if they don't have someone to look up towards, that throughout the day, if you just do one positive thing, maybe a smile at them or ask how they're doing, that's one positive thing that someone cared for them. And students, some students don't get that when they go home at the end of the day. And I can remember a student that I had in my class where she was so quiet. She never talked in class at all, and she was always struggling with math. But she was a hard worker, and she wanted to be good at it, but she didn't know how until we started working one-on-one together. And I think it's those moments when those type of students kind of get the aha moment, and then all of a sudden their hands are shooting up in class and they're participating, and they got this confidence and they're beaming, and they're not coming from the best household, but that just experience at school of like, wow, even I can do it. All those struggles go by the wayside, and it's one of those experiences and that excitement that just makes teaching invigorating. And you kind of wish that every day and every kid was like that, but sometimes challenges arise for yourself as well, and it's how do you deal with that on a regular basis. And I think the best way for a teacher, if they're going through any challenges, whether in their personal life or with a certain student or classroom, is the best thing to do is just to talk to those colleagues that you're with every day. I mean, those are going to end up being your friends for life, and even your administration. That there's always that one person that got you into teaching that you can always go to as well, to give you that extra motivation that, hey, you got in this for a reason. Let's think back of why. And then it can be that kind of second win that I can do this. I need to put my personal things aside because these kids, they need me. I need to be their superhero, and whether they think it or not, I'm going to do whatever I can to make it a good experience for them. So thank you.